Hey, how are you? Today I am just going to go over bits of equipment that you may use in our online workouts. All right, so don't worry if you don't have the equipment, I've also provided home alternatives. Now, first piece of equipment is kettlebell. This one that I use in the yellow one is 6 kilos. I love it because it's not too heavy and it's not too light. Your kettlebell will obviously be determined on your levels. If you find that your kettlebell is very, very light, all you got to do is just go a little bit faster. If you find that your kettlebell is heavier, you go slower. So if it's light, go fast. If it's heavy, go slow. Just do the movements as instructed, as safely as possible. Okay, so if you don't have a kettlebell and you want to go out and get one and you're only starting out, 6 kilos is a really, really nice one to go with. All right, so just to demonstrate a quick kettlebell swing, standing to the side, you're going to hinge forward, sit the hips back, and use the hips to push the kettlebell through. Now, while the kettlebell is very versatile for you for all different types of exercises, it's quite difficult to say do a kettlebell swing with a dumbbell. All right, so if you don't have a kettlebell and you want to do a kettlebell swing in our workouts, all you need is a school bag with weights in it though. So either weights like a book or a couple of books. I have a book in here. You don't necessarily need a school bag itself, just a bag of some sort that's sturdy here that has a handle on the top. That's what we're looking for here. And you can do a very, very, very similar movement, swinging away. This is lighter, by the way, so I'm not putting too much pressure into it, otherwise I'll go flying. And same thing, very similar thing, you can swing through here. All right, you can do it also, because the handle is here, you can do upright rows as well, very similar to what we do with the kettlebell. You know, you can do tricep extensions here, like this. Just a really, really, really good alternative to a kettlebell school bag with a handle on the top. Okay, so that's that. Now, we also use a band. If you've got a packet of bands with 3 bands, I recommend that you get like 3 bands with like different resistance. So it'll be light, medium, and heavy. The light one you don't want to use at all right? Because you might not get much of a pull out of it. This is a medium band, and half the time I don't get any use out of it whatsoever. So instead, when I don't get use out of it, I double it up just to increase the resistance and make sure it works for me. Okay, the light ones, if you're doing any leg exercises, you run the risk of the band snapping. Okay, so medium or heavy. Sometimes the medium actually does snap if you're working legs. So keep the medium one for arm movements, for upper body stuff only. If you're training legs, say doing a deadlift, for example, with the band, yeah, you don't want to use a medium or light band on your legs because it will probably snap. When you're using a band, just making it really, really clear, your band always needs an anchor point, somewhere to start to create resistance. So if we're doing, say, a pull down, stretch and pull down, the anchor point's our hands, we're holding on to it. But most times, if we're, say, doing a shoulder press, standing, we usually stand on the band. Yeah? And if we're doing 2 arms, standing in the middle of the band to do a lateral raise to the side and to the front. Now, bands are also of different lengths. This is a quite long band. See how tall it is? Yeah, it's about, is the height of the door? It's actually about over 5 feet in length, maybe 6 feet in length, which is great because when it's 6 feet in length, you can actually work both arms at the same time. If your band is any shorter than that, what you will need to do is stand on the end of the band and work one arm at a time. All right. You also might have a loop. This is a heavier band, so I use this for legs. And again, this is shorter, so this is not 6 feet tall, it's quite short. So to make that longer, I just stand on one part, go straight up here, or out to the side, similar. But to make it heavier, I stand on both parts. For a bicep curl maybe. Yeah? So it really depends on the type of bands that you have to make it work for you, all right? Just a reminder, if it's a heavy band, yes, you can work your legs with it. If it's medium or light band, do not work your legs, you will snap the band. Okay, this band is not going to snap whatsoever. Okay, if you do not have a band and you are starting out, you can use a pair of tights. This is now a pair of tights that I haven't worn in years and I never managed to throw out. You can use a pair of tights. Should have had them out already. Stretch, pull down. Just gives you that same sensation, a similar sensation, alright? Now it's too short now for me to put it up to the side, but that's the idea, yeah? But a good alternative as well to a pair of tights, like this is good to start off with, yeah? But you can also use, try not to use glass. These are glass jars. It was just what I got, the handiest one. To do the same movement that I just done with the band, I'm just doing 2 hand weights. If you have dumbbells, like dumbbells, yes, everything that we do with the bands can be replicated with the dumbbells. Yeah. So there's your replacement there. So something that's like roughly 1 kilo or so, or 2 kilos in each hand. That will work for you. Just starting out, yeah? Bottles of water are filled with sand. You can be creative. So, I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, let me know. Get in touch. But you should be okay with all that. Alright, you take care. Bye.